Hi, and welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Review of the Week.
The Chrysler Pacifica
Hybrid. We want to talk about the hybrid model.
Oh, the hybrid.
You know, all of us here, I think, are pretty big fans of minivans just because of what they are. They're people vehicles. You know, you can haul people in them, except for cousin Eddie down there on the end
cousin
seems
Steve.
to be shaking his
head.
No.
Let me just say this up front. That, they've had this stigma for several years about, it's a minivan. Well, it is a minivan. It is a minivan. However, let me just say that as far as people movers are concerned, that this is the ultimate people mover. Easy to get in and out of, rides like a car. It is the ultimate people mover. I don't care what you say. Roll your eyes at me if you will.
He's snoozing now.
I know.
And Chrysler's done it right because they're the ones who really brought it to market back in the 80s.
That's correct.
Really, and that's kind of what they've done with the Pacifica. They've kind of regenerated the interest in it and it goes along with all the interest in the CUVs and the SUVs. And so we're talking about the 2018 Pacifica Hybrid. In Pacifica, it's the minivan. It comes in 6 models. There are 3 hybrid models, but the hybrids are all 7-passenger. You cannot get a bench seat in the second row on a hybrid because that's where they put the battery pack under the floor. So you can't do the seats don't fold down into the floor like a regular Pacifica would. They will fold flat. They just can't stash them down into the floor. On the exterior for the 18, there's been a few minor changes, but it's basically a carryover from 17. You're going to find the LED daytime running lamps. You're going to find the rain-sensing wipers, which I've come to like a whole lot. And you're going to find the hands-free power lift gate. You got hands-free power sliding doors on both sides so that you can get in and out of both sides. And we also happen to be running on the optional 17 by 7.5-inch aluminum wheels. So it still looks like a minivan, but it also functions quite well for several other things. Now, you get inside, you're going to find that it's got Napa leather interior. The front seats are heated and ventilated. Second row is a captain's chair. Again, as I said, that's all you can get on the hybrid models. Third row is a 60/40 that folds down flat. It's got a 7.0-inch driver display screen that's configurable. We used to call them gauge pods, but now it's all electronic. They've got an updated 8.4-inch touchscreen for the Uconnect that sits right in the middle of it. And
that's a good size.
Yeah, it's easy to use. It's big. You're going to find your nav there. You're going to find all your audio controls for the optional 20-speaker hardened Karman system that we had with the 760-watt amplifier that will go thump in the night. We had the tri-pane panoramic sunroof that I'm sure Don would just love to have.
No, thank you.
And then we roll over up under the hood on a typical Pacifica. You're going to find a 3.6-liter V6. But with a hybrid, you got the 3.6 V6 and along with the hybrid engine that goes along with it. Now, this is backed with a CVT. Now, the EPA says that, combined, you're looking at basically 84 miles per gallon out on the highway. I mean,
what?
Well, that's the combination of the E and the gas. Now, you can only do that for 33 miles, but if you think about it, if you're taking the kids to school, you're going to the grocery store, or something.
Is this a plug-in hybrid?
This is a plug-in. So you can plug it in at night. It's fully charged, and if you happen to run out, well, then the hybrid will pick it up.
The gasoline motor.
Well, the hybrid will pick it up, then the gasoline will pick it up. Yeah, you're right.
You got too many things going on.
But again, that's how the manufacturers, they understand how the EPA cycle is measured, and that's how they build their hybrids to work within the EPA measurement.
Right. And if you're just running on fuel, let's say you're going off on a trip for 566 miles, which is the range of this vehicle, you're looking at about 32 miles per gallon out on the highway. So it'll get good fuel economy regardless, because it is a little bit heavier than a regular Pacifica because of the battery pack. You're carrying a little extra weight there around the midsection there.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
But it does have a car-like ride, and the extra weight kind of contributes to that, makes it a little bit smoother out on the highway. It handles very well in town. Now, if you're looking something to compare it with, a lot of people are coming out with hybrids. For example, Honda has their Audacy in a hybrid model at $29,990 for the base. And then you can look at something, if you want something a little different, they're kind of hard to find, but you can find a Highlander hybrid for $36,000. And if you really want something really on the top end, go for the MDX Sport Hybrid at $52,000 starting. But you can get a base Pacifica, the V6 model, for $26,995. And the base hybrid is going to cost you $39,995 to get into the game. Now, the test vehicle we had base on it was $44,995. We had a few options like we talked about. That puts the MSRP for the test vehicle at $48,580 for a 7-passenger minivan.
Good looking, too.
It's good looking and very functional.
Thanks for listening to our weekly new car review from the In Wheel Time broadcast. Be sure to join us live, where you'll also hear reviews like this, along with automotive news, car features, and automotive guests every Saturday morning, 9 to 11, on SportsMap 94.1 FM in Houston and on Facebook. And be sure to check out our website, too, inwheeltime.com.